Well, good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a great weekend. It's Saturday. It's 2:30 in the afternoon on this 14th, St. Valentine's Day, 14th of February, 2026. I'm JP, and my friends call me Jeeps. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. And today, we'll be playing some Le Mans Ultimate Online with people that either have or don't have dates, which I don't, by the way. Just for your information, folks. So, okay, 4 minutes until this race starts. It's a gold race. 40-minute race, mixed category GT3s and hypercars. So we'll see how this goes. And for this one, I'll be driving my McLaren. Just 'cause I kind of need a little bit of practice. I've been trying out other cars lately, but I feel I do need to go back. To the McLaren every once in a while, because it's the car that kind of gives me the best results. Not by much. Honestly, not by much. I mean, the Porsche is pretty quick too. And I do okay when I don't spin out in it. But, yeah. Otherwise, yeah, it's going to be a long 2 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to take a smoke screen here while we wait for this to start, because it's going to be a while, folks. We have these 3 minutes to wait before I can join. Then I join. There's about, what is it? It's a 2-minute practice, so between the 2 minutes that we have to wait and then another 2 minutes for the practice to end before the qualifying starts. We'll see. We'll see how things go. One thing at a time. And it is snowing outside here. For the past week, we've had nice and sun and mild temperatures. I was kind of hoping spring would come early, and then I'm like,
Dollar Rodman Jair says, how's it going, Jeeps?
It's going good. It's going good. Thank you for stopping by. Yes, the camera's frozen because I don't like to smoke on the camera. But, yeah, I should be quitting that shortly and getting back onto the vape. Just an FYI.
Dollar Rodman Jair says, all good LOL.
Well, I had quit until 2 years ago and started to get stressed out by life and started it up again. I really kind of regret it, but whatever. You guys did good in the race.
Dollar Rodman Jair says, there's worse things.
I kind of agree, but you know how the algorithm works. I mean, I used to get up in the morning and stream all day long, and yeah, so I would be eating and drinking and smoking on camera, and then I was wondering, why did I get shadow banned?
Justin Slim Friesen says, hey.
Hey, Justin. So what are you guys up to this afternoon? Any hot dates for St. Valentine's Day?
Justin Slim Friesen says, nothing.
I don't know what Vikings doing. I know he received his all his equipment yesterday. Didn't know if he was going to start installing it or...
The echo is pretty bad again, BTW. Dollar Rodman Jair says. Nah, we did RV day yesterday, LOL.
What? We are getting echoes? What is up? More than usual? Is that what you're saying? I might need to try something different here then.
Dollar Rodman Jair says. Yeah, sounds like OBS is capturing the TDS twice.
It's a possibility. Okay, tell me if it's any better now. Hopefully it is.
Dollar Rodman Jair says.
Hey, kitty cat,
Test
what are
tickle.
you doing?
Justin
Trying to
Slim
bother
Friesen
Daddy?
says. Test.
Is he trying to bother Daddy here? Come on. Come on, kitty cat.
Dollar Rodman Jair says. Perfect.
Perfect? Really? Okay. Hey, kitty, let Daddy drive. We're getting into qualifyings here, and I didn't even have time to set up my car. Spa. Let's go with V4. There we go, kitty. Okay, you gonna let me drive? He doesn't seem convinced. There we go. Thank you, big boy.
Dollar Rodman Jair says. Cats are the best.
Well, I've grew up with cats and dogs. Unfortunately, from my 20s on, living in the big city, I like big dogs, not little dogs. I hate, in fact, little dogs, little ankle biters that yap all the time. I really hate those. So I like big dogs. But when you're working on swing shifts and all kinds of stuff like that, having a big dog around, he kind of needs the exercise and needs to be on a routine. So I got into a habit of having cats. And these two that I have currently are both cats that I rescued. They were really not treated well by humans. So, one's 15 years old, if not 16 now, and the little baby here, he's 3 years old.
Dollar Rodman Jair says. We rescue our animals too.
Yeah, I heard that during your stream. Well, for some people, rescuing animals is just grabbing them from the shelter because they were abandoned. Whereas these two were really mistreated. I mean, my older one is blind in one eye and has got his ear chopped off, and yeah, all kinds of... They were not really good to him. Both of them were grabbed at the age of 6
Dollar
months.
Rodman Jair says. Yup, either way, adopting is better
And
than
they
shopping.
still have a very hard time with anybody that's not daddy. Yeah, I don't know why the text to voice is not working though. Oh, I know why. You guys are gonna have me miss my qualifyings here, but that's okay. Not that I'm
Rodman
that
Jair
bad
says,
anyways.
TDS is working for
Okay,
us,
let's
lol.
take out the TTS here. Okay, now it should be working. What? The TTS is working for you guys? How is that possible if I don't hear it? That's weird.
Justin Slim Friesen says, it is yup.
Okay, well now it's working for me. Yeah. In one way, having a gaming PC and a streaming PC simplifies life a lot. On the other hand, it complicates everything as well. Hopefully you guys don't get too much echo from it. Why is it not holding? The tires are good temperatures. It could be it's just my driving. So yeah. I've also been thinking about doing some championship races, but not the driver swaps like you do. I think that there is an hour version of those that I could possibly do. Mainly just because I want to race with Dave Cam.
Rodman Jair says, the online championships are so much fun.
Yeah, well, a couple of weeks back, me and Dave were getting into it. And so he decided to get into the championships. And since then, he hasn't touched another car since. And he's been doing really good, and I'm really proud of the change. So I'm like, okay. Justin knows that, not that I hated it, but we were getting into debates. I like getting into incident debates. Whose fault is it? Obviously, it's never my fault. Even though Justin and Carl disagree with me.
Rodman Jair says, LOL.
Well, actually, yesterday...
Rodman Jair says, my tip, always blame yourself.
Nah, well, it's kind of a...
Justin Slim Friesen says, I call M as I see M. LOL.
Well, yesterday, to be honest, I instigated 2 contacts. And, although everybody said that the second one wasn't, I know I did. I know I instigated both of those. But it was also a hosted race. It wasn't a ranked race, so I was like, okay, I feel like I need to relieve some anger. I am doing really crappy today here. The thing is that before going online, Viking told me that because he saw me drive and I was very aggressive and basically I just plow into everything. And he's like, no, 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 you cannot be doing that in LMU. So for 2 months, I really worked hard, changing my habits, going out of my way not to get any contact whatsoever. And then I end up in bronze and everybody just wrecks everybody. Hey Pookie, how are you today? So I've been becoming extremely critical of any contact. Now I don't mind so much because I'm triple platinum safety, but let's just say that my driver ranking doesn't follow suit.
Rodman Jair says, yeah, I had to learn everything about race etiquette when I first started too.
Okay, before I forget, new tires. And I don't really know how much fuel I'm going to need for this race.
Formation lap has started.
What? Why am I in the pits? Did I not? I'm confused here. Did I miss out? 17.5 laps, okay. $18 should be good.
Pukey2488 says, BTW Jeeps, do you know you have been in Discord voice chat for about 2 to 3 days?
Well, I'm always usually in Discord until Discord kicks me out.
Justin Slim Friesen says, LOL.
Usually Discord eventually kicks me out due to an activity. But I'm always in Discord 24/7 otherwise.
Green flag, green flag.
Man, I am so not used to starting from the pits, I don't even know what to do. How does this even work? And why wasn't I allowed to start on the grid?
Justin Slim Friesen says, GL.
Well, thank you. Gonna need it.
Pukey2488 says, good luck.
So yeah, now I'm extremely critical of any contact whatsoever. Since I worked so hard for 2 months changing my habits. Like, I kind of understand the axle in front of the rear wheel gives you sort of the right, but then it also authorized all the dive bombers to just dive bomb into everybody. And see, my axle was in front of everybody. You know, so the way I see it, if you run into a car in front of you, it's your fault. If one guy passes a guy and you're trying to sneak your way in and your axle is in front of the other and you get clipped, well, that's still your fault. the guy did let one guy go, and you just tried to dive bomb and sneak your way in again. Like, if I see a guy that I've been fighting for an hour and he doesn't have the speed to overtake me, well, stay behind me, dude. But if somebody else comes along and he's a lot faster, I'll let him go through, but then I won't let the other guy go through. But the other guy's still gonna try it. But honestly, most of the time I just let people go by. Just because you have this feeling that you know that they're gonna crash out anyways.
Pukey2488 says, mostly true. Dollarod Jair says, we're all mistake-prone amateurs, rarely does fighting not result in tears for both cars lol.
True that, but you know, one thing that I've been told a lot is that I don't defend and I need to learn how to defend.
Dollarod Jair says, if you find yourself in the higher splits, the driving is safer as everyone has better car control. Dollarod Jair says, but they're far more aggressive.
And there are ways to making contact with other cars that won't result in you having an accident.
Drew Dale.
In a way, I might start practicing contact in the hosted races. Not purposely going out to find people to annoy, but anybody who's annoying, I might practice taking them out. Cops call it doing the pit maneuver. By the way, Dale, I almost ran into you twice at the other race. I was gonna go right and whoops, saw you coming like a bat in the mirrors. Okay, can't go there. And another time I was trying to avoid Justin in front of me and saw you coming again too fast. So instead I ran into Justin. Hopefully.
Dollarod Jair says, don't worry about it, if we smack, we smack, you won't hear me getting sassy about it.
Well, in both cases, they could have resulted in an accident taking us both out, and that would not have been fun. I just hope me and Glenn can have a rematch. Ah, man, why is my car not turning for this one? There you go, Ferrari.
Dollarod Jair says, that's racing, it happens. Mistakes get made and sometimes they end races. Oh well lol.
I was really having a lot of fun racing with Glenn. We both stopped at the pits at the same time, and he got like 4 drive-thrus in a row and rage quit. And then I'm left, you know, circling around the track all by myself for the last half of the race. I think I got more annoyed than he did. You know what? It's pretty rare that I see Lexus going out of
The
bounds.
Viking Simmer says, got some of it set up last night.
Hello, Viking. That's what I was wondering
Dollar
earlier.
Jair says, yup, anyone who gets into racing starts out very lonely lol. Justin Slim Friesen says, nice Viking.
Have you had a chance to try it out yet, or are you getting ready to go out on your date? Fortunately, I just started this one, so I still got 30 minutes to do.
Lap 2:29.15.
But if you want me to host one,
The Viking Simmer says, only the seat and haptic the Simyukyu pedals are done, just not on the cockpit.
well, that's where they need to be, don't they? If you hooked everything up underneath your pillow, that's not where they go.
Justin Slim Friesen says, so if you are not always using the pedals, are they really active?
Well, the sim is running 24/7. He just is not in front of it.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I'll see myself out. LOL. Dollarod Jair says, that's like the tree falling in the woods thing. Dollarod Jair says, LOL. The Viking Simmer says, going to try the new seat out first with the V3, then going to try the pedals. Dollarod Jair says, witching lap bay by I. Dollarod Jair says, where good starts go to die. Dollarod Jair says, how did I start so bad? Turns into, wow, I've gained a lot of spots.
Oh man, my car's not wanting to turn. Temperatures are good. I don't get it.
The Viking Simmer says, my seat had so much flex, now I have a bucket seat, it feels so much better, no flex at all. Justin Slim Friesen says, no doubt. Dollarod Jair says, my seat had flex, so I put the back of the seat against the wall. There's now a wear hole in the wall. Dollarod Jair says, got a seat from a Mini Cooper, no more flex LOL. Justin Slim Friesen says, LOL. The Viking Simmer says, LOL.
Can't turn. Sometimes it bites and sometimes it kicks.
27.83.
So is that car in front of us, that McLaren, a lap down? I think he's a lap down. Oh, dang it.
Dollarot Manjair says. Is he blue on your relative?
Is the blue on my relative? I don't know.
Justin Slim Friesen says. No idea. We can't see your relative.
Oh, you guys talking about this, I guess?
That time was a 2.
Dollarot Manjair says. You're currently on the tires tab of the MFD.
This is all college level questions that I don't know the answer to. There's like too much information and I just need to keep the eyes on the road.
Relative, they're a lap down. Dollarot Manjair says. If they're red, they're a lap ahead.
Oh, okay. Learn everything new every day, and it's just more stuff I'm going to end up forgetting. My Alzheimer's will kick in. Man, hypercar, get out of my way. I don't like this setup. I think this is the V4 that Viking gave me, and I think I preferred the V2. Okay, let's stress everybody out here. Let's all get into a big crash. I did not know that that was going to happen.
Dollarot Manjair says. Blue. Dollarot Manjair says. Part the Red Seas. Dollarot Manjair says. Moses in this BIH.
That time was a 2:30.18.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I missed it. Worth rewinding?
Yes, definitely.
Pukie
When is it not worth
2488 says,
rewinding?
yes. Rodman Jair says, synchronized slides from the cars in front, lol.
Okay, I'll let you go, buddy. There you go.
Justin Slim Friesen says, LOL. Moses indeed. Justin Slim Friesen says, BTW Jeeps. Are you aware our next CRL race is 90 minutes?
No, I wasn't aware, and I won't be able to do those. Is that like the rumor where I heard that they won't be allowing the McLarens to race anymore?
Lap 2, 24.80.
Rodman Jair says, it's the final round, crown jewel, double points, and 25 extra mints. Justin Slim Friesen says, no, this one is real.
Well, it's a good thing that I don't race for points. So I'll race an hour and then I'll just DNF. And even 65 minutes is pushing it for me.
Rodman Jair says, also, LMU really did pull the McLaren from daily races a while back.
No, I know, and it really upset Justin. That's why I kind of made a livery for the Lambo. Just in case he wanted to switch things up, but ever since then,
Justin Slim Friesen says, he knows. He's just winding me up. LOL.
Exactly.
Ninja says. LOL.
But yeah, I can't stay seated in my seat for, I mean, an hour is pushing it for me. And I am paralyzing from the right side, and after 45 minutes, my right side starts going numb. At which point I can't even get up because my leg won't even support my body. So obviously an hour and a half is going to be way too much for me. But I'll race for an hour, and then, you know, whenever I need to call it quits, I'll call it quits. It'll be my turn to quit out on Glenn.
Time 2:27.31.
I'll try to have a big, spectacular crash, though, before I go. I take out a couple of Corvettes.
Dollarotman Jair says. LOL.
Although, honestly, I've been driving the Corvette a little bit lately, just trying it out. And I like the car, but I feel like it's very underpowered compared to all the other cars. Kind of feels like the slowest one of them all. But I find it extremely stable. You can really put the car where you want to on the track.
It's a nightmare to drive. I just happen to love Corvettes.
But then,
Justin Slim Friesen says. Speaking of Glenn, he just streamed out of the blue yesterday. Wonder if he's gonna be more regular again.
oh, okay, I didn't know that. But then I watch you drive your Corvette, and I'm like, I'm amazed.
Dollarotman Jair says. Extremely stable? No, everyone hates the Corvette because it snaps out of nowhere.
Well, I'm not a pilot of, you know, you guys' level. So, I don't really know what I'm talking about, probably. But I've driven the Corvette a little bit, and then I see you drive yours, and I'm like, man, how do you... I mean, if you take a really crappy car, and you're lapping, like, the times that you're lapping, you got skill, bro.
That time was a 2:28.39.
Dollarotman Jair says. I'm good, but not great LOL.
Well, in my book, you're great. But, you know. I also find that the top 20 racers are great, so. That's just a perspective from
Justin
my
Slim
skill
Friesen
set.
says. Oh no. Dale's head is gonna get huge if you keep this up, Jeeps.
I
LOL.
know, I'm
Dollarotman
pushing
Jair
it.
says. LOL.
Next time he hits the track, he's gonna have to prove it. and push himself into a wall or something. On the other hand, you know, Justin's just jealous of your skills, because he's all talk and no action. I hate people that have this arrangement that they're gonna start from the pits,
Justin Slim Friesen says, LOL.
and then they just...
says, Slim's faster than I am. Dollarod Jair says, and more consistent LOL.
I just hate people that start from the pits and then fly by everybody else. Everybody should be forced to start on the grid.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I think that's flipped now, Dale. But we are damn close.
That time was a 2:28.55.
Dollarod Jair says, I hate when people bully their way to the front. I like to start at the back and try to pass as respectful as I can.
Are there people that try to bully themselves to the front? I don't know, I'm always starting so far back from the grid that I don't necessarily notice what's going up front. But from my perspective, I haven't seen so many dive bombers.
Dollarod Jair says, yes, we've had quite a few guys who started at the back and would just wreck their way through the field, LOL.
Oh.
Dollarod Jair says, 3 to 4 penalties in a single race. Justin Slim Friesen says, I remember watching a few of them, Dale. SMH.
Well, I haven't been noticing much of that. Compared to all these ranked races that I see online where it seems like it's nothing but.
Time 2:28.49.
I can't do this corner for some reason. Can't turn it. Man, is that McLaren ever gonna reset to the pits or something? He's annoying as F. Like, you can watch the replay just as well from the pits. Or maybe he had a diaper emergency.
He's probably waiting for revenge on the final lap.
Ooh, that would be bad.
Rodman Jair says, LOL.
Well, I thought that the guy from yesterday was going to do that, though. Until Viking told me that he disconnected.
Time 2:27.20.
Justin, where did you see that Glenn streamed yesterday? Did he post it in Discord, or do you just happen to be subbed to his channel? I'm asking because I kind of want the link. Maybe I can get in and have some races with him. Kind of want to find people that are more along the lines of my lap times.
Lap 2:26.45.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I've watched him for years. I'll send you a DM.
Okay, perfect. Thank yous. Oh, come on with the crap. I feel like just ramming right into it. This guy's making me aggressive for some reason. Well, I'll just tell myself that he had an emergency and kind of pull to the side to deal with whatever the emergency was. You boy. Man, these guys coming fast. I agree, sometimes I do wish that they would flash their lights. Just to help us notice them. On the other hand, that's what kinda got me annoyed with the guy from yesterday. He couldn't find a way to pass me, so he just starts flashing his lights, hoping that I'll just let him through. I mean, I let pretty much everybody pass me. So if I'm not letting you pass me, dude, it's because I don't think that you can actually beat me. And he passes me, but doesn't complete the pass. He just comes alongside me and tries to push me off the track. I don't do well with entitlement.
Dollarotman Jair says, it's rare, but if irritated by someone defending, I'll start flashing to get them pissed at me.
Well, yeah. But if you can't find a way around them...
Dollarotman Jair says, it's a mind game. If I can make you think I'm entitled, you are not thinking about your break point.
Well, true, but...
Justin Slim Friesen says, GG.
Thank you. I did okay. I mean, let's face it, half of the race was extremely boring.
Dollarotman Jair says, solid race, Jeeps.
Well, the last half of it was boring because I was pretty much all by myself on the track. But yeah, I did better than all these did not finishes. Okay. Time for a smoke screen, and I need to get off my chair and back into it. Ugh. But what I mean is that I don't really defend. I just do my racing line, and it should be easy enough for anybody to find the weakness and to find a proper way of passing me. If you just stick to my bumper hoping that I'll move aside for you, not gonna happen. And then if you start flashing your lights, well, I'm still gonna do my race line and whatnot, so... But then he dives bombs into a corner and thinks that I'll just go off track to let him go through. That's not gonna happen.
Dollarotmanjair says. Yup, exactly, ignore the flashing.
But otherwise, I do like it when people flash as they're coming up on me. Because I'm not fast. Let's face it, I'm not fast, so it's easy to look in the mirrors and see somebody who's coming up on you really fast. He's having a hot lap there. I'm not going to make life hard for you. I'm going to move aside. But if it's taken you 5 laps to creep up on me, well, then that's another situation. Okay, well, no incidents. I'm amazed because I was almost ready to provoke one there. And as soon as I got into place, they both took themselves out. I didn't even have to do nothing. Ooh, how did I have a race contact with another vehicle? I don't remember this.
Dollarotmanjair says. I have to ask what this hint of an accent I'm hearing is.
My accent? Maybe because I'm French Canadian from Quebec.
Dollarotmanjair says. Ah, okay. Dollarotmanjair says. That's it.
Viking, are you set up? Are you still listening? Are you still lurking? Are you ready to do a race?
Dollarotmanjair says. It sounded Canadian. But different lol.
Well, Canada is a big country. It's like the States, you know. You have people in Tennessee that don't speak the same way as people from Texas, that don't speak the same way as people from Washington, that don't speak the same way as the people from the Bronx. You know, it's or New Orleans. So Newfoundlanders don't talk like people from central Canada that don't speak like Western Canada.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Quebecers are different. LOL.
Yeah, we get our race license
Dollarotmanjair
from a
says.
box of Cracker Jacks.
My first exposure to a French Canadian without a French accent.
Well, I was lucky to be bilingual. Whereas growing up, 90% of Quebecers were anti-English, anti-American, anti-Canada. Protect the French language at all costs. I guess Viking's not around, so I guess I'm not gonna host any races. What's here? Ooh, but they're
Justin
already
Slim
full.
Friesen says. TBF us Saskabushis are too. LOL.
I don't see Coda coming up all that much. Anybody doing Coda?
Dollarotmanjair says. I love Coda.
So do I. I think it's not getting the love that it deserves. On the other hand, a lot of people like Bahrain and I just hate it. I cannot drive for nothing on that track.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Sick. All of you Coda freaks. LOL.
Well, for me, I never raced there until I got into LMU.
Dolarodman Jair says. LOL.
And it gave me a really hard time at first because I didn't know how to take the S. I mean, I still hate the two straights. The one at the start finish and the other one coming down the hill. Just because I never see where I need to turn. And that I hate not seeing where I need to turn. But other than that, I love the track. Full of corners, turns, and on the other hand, there's plenty of room to pass as well, so it's not like Interlagos, which is a track that I love, but passing on that track is not an easy thing. Especially when you're not fast like me.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Yeah. Those two hairpins are tight. Dolarodman Jair says. Aw man, Interlagos is amazing too.
Well, I like all these tracks except for the new one, Rickards and Bahrain.
Dolarodman Jair says. The only circuit I'm not a big fan of is Spa. And I won't admit it often, but I kinda enjoy racing at Spa.
I love Spa. I'm kind of tired of racing there, but I've loved Spa for 40 years now. It's just that I'm tired of racing there. Still in probably my top 5 favorite tracks. Yeah. Not liking any of the options here. I hate prototypes. Maybe I should just host one.
Dolarodman Jair says. Exactly, every sim racer has raced at Spa too many times by their third week racing. Dolarodman Jair says. LOL.
Well, that and Monza.
Justin Slim Friesen says. LOL.
Spa and Monza have been classics for 40 years. Every racing game has had them in their games, and I'll think I'll just host one.
Dolarodman Jair says. I wish we could get Watkins Glen in LMU.
Yeah, me too. Well, there's a lot of tracks. Watkins Glen, Road America, Mugello. I really like Mugello. I like Bruno. I love Bruno. Bruno's been one of my favorite tracks for the past 10 years.
Yes, Mugello.
Okay, let's open up race control.
Dolarodman Jair says. Nobody ever talks about Mugello, but it's so good.
It is. It is.
Justin
it has a
Slim
beautiful
says,
flow to the track. Host a race. Let's trash this. All the cars except the McLaren.
Justin Slim Friesen says, LOL.
Next step. I don't need no stinking password. Uh, uh, why is it not letting me pick a car? There we go. Let's try the Corvette. Always takes me a while to get used to this windshield. Lexus. Okay. This car needs a 7 gear. Oh, the Lexus did not stay. Oh, there's Pookie. Oh, somebody decided to switch cars.
Time 2:30.83.
Okay, he's coming out of the pits. You guys fighting? Who's one visage? Yeah, I'm not liking the setup of this one. Ah, maybe Fuji. Tigers, height, okay. Soft. Not so soft. Oh, there's a bird on the line there. That's why. I have a hard time downshifting in this car, though. Hey, big pussycat. The baby's bored.
Lap 2:30.81.
feel like I'm chewing up my tires for some reason. It's kind of turning, but... Oh. Okay, I see where people might think that this car has some issues. um... Let's try this then.
Justin Slim Friesen says, "Oh sure. Now you believe them, lol."
Well, I mean, basically what? I barely tried it maybe on Spa and on... Whoops. Pookie just went tumbling out of the screen there. In Silverstone and on both of those tracks, I found the car extremely stable. But I've spun out a couple of times here now, and oh. You guys look like you want to go out. Is that what you want? Okay.
Pukey2488 says, "I did a barrel roll." Justin Slim Friesen says, "LOL."
Out you go. Okay, gets her out. Ooh, forgot the off-camera thing. Okay. Not many people have joined yet. I'm surprised. Yes, everybody's out on St. Valentine on a date. Oh, come on. None of my laps are gonna count. Okay, people are coming in now. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Fix the car. Hopefully I get one qualifying lap before it ends. But I think the handling of this Dave's Academy was better than what I was using. I don't know this car that well, so I don't know about proper setups for it. I'm surprised I can make so many of these turns though in second gear. Or even this one in third. One lap it'll handle beautifully, the next one not so much. It's not consistent like the McLaren. I've been having trouble today, and I don't know. Maybe my PC just needed a reboot. Really? Yeah, I think the Lambo is the closest thing to the McLaren.
Lap 2, 14.2.
A week ago, I would have probably said the Corvette was the most similar to it, but I guess it really depends on the track. Oh, my cats want to come in. Okay, so I guess after this lap, I'm gonna have to let my cats in. Well, you guys wanted to go out. This guy just doing it on purpose to...
Yuki2488 says. P1.
P1 what? Hey, you two, no fighting. I'm coming.
Time 2, 16.23.
Why did that lap not count?
Yuki2488 says. The session is ending in 1 minute for me. Yuki2488 says. Your menu is bugged.
Yeah, because for some reason one of my tires is 79 and it's cut off. And nobody else has any times here. Okay, let me go to the garage here and maybe reset something. Okay, let's let the cats in.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Oh yeah. Timer ain't even running. Pukey2488 says. The timer is stuck at 9:16.
Yeah, because there's a lot more people here now. 15 seconds. Yeah, okay. Let's get some new tires here. Unfortunately, apparently I didn't have any... Do I have any lap times that counted? Okay, I do. Okie dokies.
Pukey2488 says. Well, I have to go. I am going to play Rocket League with a friend.
Oh, poor you. Okay, have fun in Rocket League. And guys, there's still people out on the track. Let me light up a quickie. A team by Change Beer team. Okay. Fox Devils Wild. Okay. Is my thing still bugged here for some reason? Nope, these cars are still out on track. Well, this one isn't. This one's in the pits. And this should be the last lap for this guy, right? I'm wondering if I'm still bugged out here. Okay, how many laps?
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Where's my menu? Why is my menu gone? How do I get my menu back? I don't know how many laps. Darn it. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to put some... I don't think it'll be that many laps, but...
Says, it is still stuck.
Okay. At 9:16, yeah. Okay. Well, this'll be interesting. It's gonna be confusing as... And why is Pookie still here if he's not here anymore? I'm confused.
Formation lap has started.
Pukey2488 says, I am watching on mobile while playing Rocket League on PC.
Well, it's still showing that you're in the race here somehow. No, that's not you. Okay. I'm confused.
Green flag, green flag.
It's the first time I've had a HUD mixed up like this.
Justin Slim Friesen says, it's still showing from Quali.
Yeah, I know, and I tried to remove it and send it back, and nothing's working with the HUD.
Justin Slim Friesen says, that's why Pukey is still there.
Oh, okay.
Pukey2488 says, I think you gonna need to restart the whole game.
Well, no, because it was my last race before the supper break, so... Since I paid for this server, I was definitely gonna race in it. If I couldn't race, I would really be upset. But I can race. Oop, those two Ferraris are getting into it. Maybe they'll take each other out. They're trying to take each other out.
That time was a 2:21.72.
Or are they just blocking me? It's gonna be hard to see the blue flags and the yellow flags, but... Like I can't navigate the pits or anything. It's a good thing I don't have to come into the pits to repairs or add fuel or change tires. Man, am I cutting the track here? And I'm not even seeing the warnings. I might get a drive-through and not even know it. I'm starting to wonder, how am I going to know if the race is even over? When there's no more cars on the track and I'm still lapping.
Time 2:12.59.
Oh, my bad.
Spotter, radio check.
Pay attention to track limits. Please, champ, the leader has just done a 2:09.33.
Yeah, maybe crew chief will let me know when it's the last lap. That's kind of why I was distracted there for a minute. See, it says Bookie's name above this car's. That's why I'm so confused. Honestly, though, I just like going around this track, so. Maybe if I had a little bit more info and stuff. But I'm good.
Okay, champ, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. Pull tires all around.
Okay, well, we're halfway through the race.
Yellow flag in Sector 3. The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep it between the white lines. Come on, just send it. We're halfway home. Fuel looks okay.
30.36.
Your right side tires are cold. Yellow flag. Okay, champ.
Car right. Clear right. On your right. Right side, clear right.
Yeah, those two Ferraris need to be
It's
kicked
switch.
out.
This is fucking excellent. 5. Yellow flag in Sector 1. Green flag Sector 1. We've been warned about track limits. Green flag Sector 3.
Yeah, I feel like my tires are chewed up.
The gap to 6. Place it. Behind is increasing. It's now 6.8 seconds. Green flag, Sector 6 and tail. We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, champ. Cold tires all around. Ten minutes remaining. 10 minutes. Stay focused. We're still in this. Sector 2 is yellow. flag, sector 6.
Yeah, this car is getting a lot harder to drive.
Incident in sector 6, sector 2 is yellow. Yellow flag is sector 3.
Okay, I get it. I get
We've
it.
been worried about track limits. Sector 2 is clear. Green flag, sector 3.
So honestly, don't tell Dale, but it actually makes us driving this car even more spectacular. Given what he can do with it, I'm amazed.
We're halfway home.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I know right.
Right. Well, honestly, I only raced on it with Silverstone, and it was handling really good there. You know, one car that I haven't driven in a very long time is the Ferrari that I started off with. Maybe I should start going back to it.
That time was a 2:15.26.
Fortunately, I can't see what's going wrong with my car.
Gap 2.
I don't know if I have any damage to it. I don't know the tire temperatures.
Stay between the lines. Please, champ.
But I haven't spun out on it, so it's still quite stable. It's just...
Justin Slim Friesen says, you can only really judge a car when you are staring to get close to the pace limit.
Well, I'm never gonna be at the pace limit, so... I can just judge a car about how it feels when I'm driving it.
Justin Slim Friesen says, at lower paces, most or all cars should feel stable TBH.
Well, they don't. The Ferrari would sometimes spin out on me. The Porsche spins out on me. The Mustang spins out on me. Finished doing my livery for the Mustang, by the way.
Lap 2:14.
I almost took it to do this race.
Justin Slim
5 minutes to
Friesen
go.
says,
5 minutes left.
if not, it's the driver that needs work.
Well,
Justin
yeah,
Slim Friesen
duh.
says,
Well, this driver needs a lot of work, but...
Justin Slim Friesen says, I'm not trying to be mean, just honest.
Duh, I know that. I'll never be as good as you guys.
Sector 2 is yellow. Sector 3 is yellow. Green flag.
Like,
Sector
you guys
7.
are
Green
hitting
flag,
like
Sector 3.
90
Car
and
in front is
above.
hitting.
And, you know, I'm between 65 and 70. So,
Justin Slim Friesen says, that isn't my point.
I'm gonna get to, you know, one day 71, 72, 73, 74. Don't think I'll ever hit 75, but I still aim for it. Whereas you guys are gonna be like 90, 95,
Gap toe, 5.
89,
Behind is now
88,
5.06.
87, 86, 85. 10 years from now, you guys are gonna be
Justin
rejoining
Slim Friesen
me.
says, I'm
Track
trying
limits.
to get you to redirect your focus.
Oh. Well, that ain't gonna work.
Time 2:60.8.
Powering in.
Justin Slim Friesen says, LOL.
Pay attention to track
Fair
limits.
enough.
Please, champ.
Nope, I'm never gonna catch up with you guys, but maybe one day you guys will catch up with me.
Watch your rear tires, they're pretty cold. Two minutes to go. 2 minutes.
Like earlier, you know, when we were watching Dale's stream there, and apparently there's this 13-year-old kid
Justin Slim Friesen says, that is true.
that was in the lead there. Yeah, if I was 13, I'd probably be kicking everybody else's pants off as well. But I still think that even me driving the way that I do am much better than probably 90% of 13-year-olds that play this game. I don't know, that's just the impression I get, because I don't have any trust in today's youth. I'm pretty sure that 13-year-old takes the game seriously, but I don't think that most 13-year-olds have even the patience to remotely try to be good at this game.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I think that's pretty accurate.
Lap 2.
Last lap.
Ooh,
60.79.
last lap. Good. Happy I got the crew chief back on, because I have no warnings whatsoever that this is the last lap. Ooh, that Porsche is catching up to me again. I wonder how they're catching up to me when, quite literally, I was in its rear, going around the track so easily. I guess I'm not paying attention to my lap times, or I'm just going around the track on autopilot, really. I do want a different brake pedal though.
Track limits. Watch those lines.
That's why Viking's new setup has had me thinking about the active pedals. They're still quite expensive to make, honestly. I just wish Sim Magic would have come out with their prototype. Seems to be a low priority for them. And I don't like Moza's version. Apparently nobody likes Moza's version.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I'm happy with my stuff now. But that active pedal does sound awesome.
Well, I don't have the budget. Ooh! I could have known that I had
Forward.
a...
Okay, that's the end. We finish. Well done.
I got the flag there at the end. So I finished 4th. Okay. And the Ferraris did not finish. Why am I not surprised? I'm surprised that 100 Visage never ended. Did not finish. Because he was there throughout the practice and the qualifying. But hey, I'm happy that these guys stuck with it. Yay! Yeah, it does sound awesome. Because basically Moza is not good. It's been compared to a haptic motor on your pedal. So, yeah, not what I'm looking for. But, ooh, I didn't even know that I did not have the camera going. Dang it. Again. And the worst part of it is today I cut the ads out so that I would be able to set up a smoke screen as I'm playing. As I'm going to do here, probably. While I unwind. Because I can't have ads and smoke on screen. Because then I get a warning from YouTube saying, the ads that we're playing are family oriented. And smoking is a 18 plus kind of a thing. And I don't want to restrict my streams to 18 plus. Well, that race could have gone better if I would have had some info. Yeah, building the active pedal is not that bad. But the actual corkscrew on the rails, if you buy a high quality thing, it's like 500 bucks, just that, not the electronics, not the motors, not the sensors, not the nothing. So just for the tray, 500 bucks, and then 200 bucks the motor and the sensors and the boards. You're getting up there. If you go with a cheaper tray that moves, you know, you could probably build it for 500 bucks, which is still worth it.
Justin Slim Friesen says, how OLD were the reviews you watched? Cause I know at the beginning there were issues, but I heard the pedal is really good now. Moza I'm talking about.
The reviews are anywhere between when it launched and I guess up to a month ago. Some people comparing it to the SimiCube, some people comparing it to the haptic. systems, and some real racers have reviewed it and didn't like it either. So, two things that the real racers didn't like about it was the fact that the travel is not that long, and the feeling that you get from it is more like a haptic than similar to the SemiCube. Which is kind of weird because when you think about it, like the cylinder has the motor and then the corkscrew straight to the pedal.
Justin Slim Friesen says.
And you would think that it would input the feedback directly to the pedal the way that it's made. Whereas the SemiCube goes through an arm, then a tray, then to the motor, you know, and it's all in an angle. So you would think that the Moza system would be better. I'm guessing that the motor that they used on the Moza is just not strong enough, or is not as strong as the one that is in the SemiCube. So it's kind of like going from a 20 Newton meter wheel to a, I don't know,
Justin
a 3.9 R3.
Sound like it.
So, yeah, so the travel's not there. When you push on the pedal, you bottom out a lot faster, a lot sooner. It travels just not there, and the power of the motor is just not there either. So I don't know. I'm really looking into building my own because I would like it, but then again, it would be a lot easier for me to just, I guess I would go with the Simpsons pedal thing rather than buying Moza. But who knows? That's the thing. Living out so remote from anything doesn't allow me to be, like, if I was in Montreal, there's probably a sim store that I could go and try the equipment out and compare stuff and get a feeling for it for myself. Unfortunately, I'm stuck looking at reviews, and everybody's happy. Everybody knows that, okay, SemiCube has some competition. And, you know, the SemiCube is like 3,000 Canadian, whereas the Moza is 1,000, so it's like a third of the price. But you can have a pedal set at half the price or a third of that price that does the same thing as a Moza. So, between a regular pedal set and the SemiCube, you know, there's like 50% difference. And between a regular pedal set and the Moza, you get maybe 15% difference. So, is it worth the price for the difference? I don't think so. 15% improvement at 3 times the cost of a regular pedal set? Probably not for me. But anyways. Okay, so I guess time for me to go and cook supper, and I'll be back in some 3 hours or something. I don't think, well, Viking's definitely not going to be there because he's going to be out on a date. So I'm not expecting it to be a very
Justin
busy
Slim
night
Friesen
tonight.
says. Yeah. Like I said. I'm happy with mine anyways. Justin Slim Friesen says. Later.
Laters, and thanks for the link. I'll keep an eye on Glenn. Bye-byes.